Breaking Free, a step-by-step divorce guide, is a book by divorce attorney Rebecca Zung. And Rebecca is here now to tell us more about the book and divorce strategies. And welcome, and I do want to say that you are happily married now, so that's good to know. And we're not advocating divorce. However, January is a month that a lot of people get divorced.
That is true. And definitely not advocating divorce, but advocating for people to be in relationships that empower them and make them feel good. And I have been divorced once myself, too, so I do know what it's like. But I practiced law for almost 2 decades, and so I know for a fact, from a personal standpoint, that January is the highest number of filings. Most people try to wait to get through the holidays or New Year's resolutions or
break free.
Exactly.
Now, so, you're actually what you call a divorce transformation strategist. I never knew that existed.
Well, it's a new thing that I've just recently transitioned into doing. And so now I provide virtual training programs for women online. So anybody in the country would be able to have access to me. And I teach women how to get through a divorce, how to choose an attorney, how to create a parenting plan that allows them to keep peace with their ex and still see their kids, how to create a budget, how to maintain their lifestyle, and also the emotional piece of things, how to get through that fear and feel like they can take control. It helps people to save money on attorney's fees and also to feel like they have control in the process. One of the biggest problems that I always saw with women when I was representing them is they always felt like their husbands had control of the divorce process. And so this training program that I offer now allows them to feel like they have control. So,
But do you have to kind of start some of this before you actually say you want to get a divorce?
Ideally, you would, but you know, obviously, there's always you can always jump in and learn how to do it. Even after, because sometimes post-divorce, there's still ongoing issues that people need to deal with. So custody issues, enforcement issues where people aren't paying, contempt issues where people aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing, and it makes it hard for people to move on.
Now, I know you mentioned that a lot of women think that their husbands or their ex-husbands are in control, but what would you say is the biggest mistake someone makes when they start to go through the divorce process?
The biggest mistakes, well, it really depends on if you're a man or a woman, I would say. But I would say some of the biggest mistakes are trying to negotiate on your own sometimes because part of the reason why you're getting a divorce is because you know how to push each other's buttons and you're not necessarily communicating in an effective manner. And so sometimes trying to negotiate on your own can really backfire. So I do recommend, especially if it's a high conflict or a volatile situation, to either have a third-party mediator involved or attorneys involved, people who are neutral or people who are not emotionally connected to the situation to be involved.
And can you just, you know, hopefully keep it civil and just get someone like yourself in the middle there to kind of write everything up and then just take it to court?
Yeah, sometimes people can, and I you know, I have been involved with cases like that a lot of times, but, you know, those are the people who are, maybe you both want the divorce, maybe you're both motivated to make sure that it, you know, there's a fair settlement, and you both want, if there's children involved, for both parents to stay involved, that sort of thing. And that happens a lot. Most people start off in a divorce attorney's office by saying, I don't want to fight, I want this to be amicable. Most people do say that, but then if the other party doesn't necessarily agree, I mean, that is another mistake that people make, is giving away their leverage too early, especially women make that mistake. Women will say, oh, I don't want to take everything, I'm going to let him keep whatever. And what happens is then they give away their power of negotiation down the road. So if they've already given away their leverage, it makes it harder for them to get a fair settlement.
All right, Rebecca Zung, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And again, the book is called Breaking Free. For more information about Rebecca and how to get her book, just go to our website, KCAL9.com and click Seen on TV.